Alright, it's your man Brett from the Skateboarding Show here at another sunny session, and I've managed to get out of like the southwest. I'm in a place called Preston, but I've met some other visitors. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Hey, I'm Luke. I'm just travelling around the UK. I'm from New Zealand, down from the south. So.
Cool.
Hey, I'm Curtis. I'm from Australia. I'm doing the same thing, just travelling Europe.
Travelling Europe?
Yeah.
Okay. And what made you come to the northeast here?
Haha.
Northwest, even?
Yeah, wow, it's a funny story. Met a girl. She dragged me over.
All the best stories start with I met a girl.
Yeah, and then it's sort of, just from there. But I've actually been lucky enough to buy an old work van, which I've converted into a house on wheels. So as of sort of now, I'm moving in and just travelling around.
I saw that over there, and when you were getting out just a minute ago, I did have a peek in and thought, you made that look really nice in there, man. Really comfy, really home from home.
Well, hey, man, when there's a girl involved, it has to be comfortable. So. Yeah.
Okay, and are you travelling together, or have you just met each other, or what's the deal?
We used to live together in Queenstown, snowboarding in New Zealand.
Right.
So I just came up for the weekend to hang out.
We were just lucky enough that we were both in the same country at the same time, and close enough. Bank holiday weekend, and yeah, something.
And then you're going on travelling individually from here over to different bits of Europe, or staying in the UK for a while?
Yeah, we'll probably go our separate ways for a bit, but I mean,
Sure, we'll link up here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm heading to Portugal.
Right.
Portugal, Spain, more for the surf, but obviously the skate is definitely part of it when the waves aren't there.
Well, it's cool. I mean, it's called the Skateboarding Show, and I've seen you both skate, but I also know that, especially in other countries, there seems to be more of a crossover with surfing and snowboarding culture. There is, like I was saying to you earlier, there is down in the very deep southwest, in like Cornwall and UK area, there's a massive crossover scene of surfers / skateboarders.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you get more into the city vibe, like London, because is it you that lives in London sometimes? Okay. Yeah. You probably notice there's I don't know, but for me, what I observe is there's less of that crossover. There's more of like, you're just like a core skateboarder and that's it. You don't do anything else.
That's all that you can really do there is skateboard. There's not much other activities besides drinking pints.
Drinking pints, the good old British tradition. Can we even? I don't know if people can even see you. I'm such an amateur with this stuff. There you go. That's better. People can see you now. So I need a cameraman. That's what I need. I mean, I've just highlighted some of the things that I've observed, especially within England, the differences of scenes. Is there any other stuff that you've picked up as massive differences in the sort of skateboard scene, especially as you've been travelling around as well?
Definitely a lot more indoor parks. Like, I don't even know. I don't know one indoor park in New Zealand.
Right.
I can think of. I mean, I guess the weather plays a big part in that.
I was going to ask, is that because you don't need indoor parks?
Yeah, I guess the weather's
really good.
A little bit more settled. You know, it's going to rain when it's going to rain. And,
right.
when it's going to be sunny, it's going to be sunny. But
the quality of parks is not as good in the UK compared to a lot of other countries.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite okay.
Just like the layout, the design, the concrete, compared to even going to the Netherlands, like the quality of parks there compared to here, especially back home, we have a lot better parks.
I think there's been a big turnaround at the moment, like especially in New Zealand, where there was a whole lot of parks that were really rubbish, and it was all done by the councils, and now there's a couple of companies who've actually gone in and gone, hey, we know how to build parks for skaters, we know what we're doing. So the way they're laid out has definitely changed a lot, especially like probably in the last few years. So we are getting some really good parks, definitely in Auckland for sure. It's like two or three that have just popped up.
Right. So. Well, that's why my reaction, because I wasn't being defensive. Like, if that's what I mean, because that kind of stokes me out in a way. Because to me, what that's saying is you must have some really amazing parks out there. Because the same thing has been happening in the UK. We had all those really rubbish 90s metal parks, and we were just like, oh, you're joking. What is this?
Where someone who has obviously a skater just gone and just put like a
just some pile of jank, just proper like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then all of a sudden we had Maverick. I mean, this is a freestyle skate park here in Preston. This one's all right.
But you can see that from that line to it.
Yeah, it's got lines around it. It's got different bits going on. It's not just been some diet council come and dump some metal quarter pipes in and go, that's all right in it. You know, I mean, that bowl is super gnarly. The pool is like like I joked with you straight away. It's like somebody just went to LA and copied the dimensions of somebody's backyard pool,
which is cool to see.
Yeah,
it is really cool to see because you don't get many like it.
No, no.
But I mean, I can definitely vouch for Aussie. Aussie's got some unreal parks for sure.
Right. Okay.
Definitely, up through the Goldie and through up there near Byron, definitely Nimbin Park as well. Yeah.
Do you think they take it maybe a little bit more seriously? Do you think they've got a little bit more investment in the idea of creating good skate parks?
I don't know. I think
definitely getting that way.
Yeah.
There's just been like full youth movement in Australia who have kind of pushed the youth services who are realising that they can build parks that can create better opportunities for kids than running around the streets. They can have somewhere to go and hang and be safe.
I think they've realised that not every kid wants to go and play rugby or soccer or.
That's what I was
football,
also thinking.
yeah.
That like maybe surfing and board sports are more of your national identity. Because in England, you know, like, so we've got this, but in the background over there is like enough fields and a lot of football pitches to put 6-7 football pitches, and yet relative to the amount of space, I wonder which one's more busy. You know, like there's a lot of grass that's not being used over there. But a skate park is, you know, like, so I mean, and we're right next to Preston Football Club there, which I don't know whether people can see that through the trees. Football's still such a massive part of like our national identity and all that crap. That, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like we're a big rugby nation, but still the board sports are definitely a big part of it. It is coming through. So
I mean, some of the biggest surfing companies in Australia, there wasn't Billabong and was Australian.
It's just that we have such a coastal kind of climate and vibe that usually if you surf, you skate, and then if you do those two, you're going to go to snowboarding.
It's natural that you are probably going to end up doing, you know,
seeing a lot of pros that are going the same way, where they're talented in all kind of aspects from snowboarding to surfing and skating, which will be the future, really.
Yes, and rather annoyingly, probably talented in every aspect within those individual disciplines as well. You know, like we're seeing it in skateboarding, kids who can skate out on the street course having just done some gnarly street trick and then roll straight into the bowl and set the bowl as well.
Yeah, you're getting quite diverse skaters and definitely across all the sports as well.
And do you see that happening, I mean, with these amazing skate parks then that you're talking about in Australia and New Zealand, do you see that happening out there as well? These like...
Definitely the level is a lot higher.
Right.
Sure. I mean, I think you do see it, definitely increases. When you can definitely notice it with the surfing, the waves are so much better over in Oz. You know, you guys jump in the water in New Zealand, it's just a totally different level across the ditch, so definitely notice that.
Nice, good. Well, it's always good to get an insight into like other cultures and other, you know, because it's all the same culture of skateboarding, but there is going to be those geographical differences around the world.
And each person has different view on it as well.
Absolutely, yes. And that's why, like I said to you earlier, it's not just celebs that I want to talk to in the skateboarding show. It's everybody I want to talk to, because everybody's got an opinion and everyone's got an aspect that is interesting and can be expanded on. Right. Well, anyway, I know you guys are off to go and chill now. You've had a bit of a sesh in the sun. We've probably all got some work. You know, you guys are more used to it than we are here. To us, we're like, oh my god, we've been. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. This has been Brett on the Skateboarding Show again with real skateboarders, Luke and Curtis. You did say bigger pardon, Curtis. Here at Real Skate Spots, with strictly no editing. Say goodbye, guys.
Cheers. See ya.
Laters.